Yes.
The debuters look really excited.
Nice touch of the gloves from both of these guys.
Another southpaw for you.
You can already tell both of these guys are strikers, just how they come out and they're holding their hands.
Ooh.
Some heavy shots from Carlos.
He's really looking for that right counter when Drew is coming in. He's landed it several times. It's pretty sharp.
You know, from his game, I mean, he's not off his game plan. That's what he wants to do. He wants to stick, move, and pick his shot.
Ooh, he hurt him with that head kick. I think it hit the top of the head.
Yeah, just right on the crown.
Wow, perfectly timed takedown. Drew needed that. Great work.
You can definitely tell Carlos is a Muay Thai fighter, just how he holds himself, how he picks his shots. His legs are a little bit straighter than they should be.
He wasn't expecting that takedown, I think. He had him hurt and he didn't even think that Drew might shoot.
That's the problem. Muay Thai works very well for MMA. However, you do have to kind of switch your legs a little bit, have a little bit wider stance, but being lower, like bending your knees a little bit more. You can't be as tall as in Muay Thai.
He definitely was standing, right in there.
I love the advice that you ladies have for our fighters. I truly do.
It does make a big difference when the commentators, I think, have the experience of fighters, so we understand what it's like, what everyone's going through in here, and then to hear it.
Oh, Carlos!
Oh my goodness!
Carlos
Look at him.
has the armbar locked.
Yeah, he's got his arm.
Drew needs to stay heavy smash.
Yeah, his elbow was out, so he just didn't have that elbow.
Did really good at getting back from that, though.
Carlos is pretty flexible here. He's looking to wrap the head.
He says he is a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
If he wants that, inverted triangle, he's got to get one of the arms in there with that head. Drew just needs to stay heavy, inside control. Don't make any mistakes. Don't give the arm. He's got to keep that arm tight. With these flexible guys, you just need to stay really tight. Can't give them any space to work their legs in.
Nice elbow to the body. A couple elbows to the body from O'Brien.
You see some blood. I think Andrew may be leaking a little. Good shot.
Nice sprawl. Heavy on the head. Nice.
Yeah, really good.
That was a good sprawl into the street. Breaking down that body. If you have that, break that body down.
Can't breathe, can't fight.
Well, Drew definitely needed that takedown. It's very smart.
Ooh,
he landed it.
Good shot.
That's what you want to do, those 10 seconds. Drop those heavy punches.
Right. He landed some really great shots from the top. He got hurt. This is his debut. He got hurt, was smart enough to take him down and really worked some good ground and pound at the end of the round. Very smart.
Yeah, he took that strong shot. Like you said, it was just the top. It looked like the crown of the head, but turned it into a takedown.
He did.
Awesome.
Carlos, was clinching and kneeing, and that's great for Muay Thai, but you're so close. All Drew needed to do was drop right to the knees, and he just easily ran that double.
And with the judges, honestly, it's that last minute or last round that is the most important. That's what they remember. They don't remember how you come out all the time. It's how you finish it.
Right.
And O'Brien finished in a very dominant position.
Again, we've got awesome judges for Peak Fighting tonight. Christy Barnett. We've got Michael Guerrero, John Paul Harville. Going into our second round here between Carlos Montemayor in the blue corner and Andrew O'Brien in the red.
I wonder if Drew's going to shoot fast.
I don't think Carlos was expecting that. He looked a little stunned.
Ooh, but Carlos turned for a guillotine if he's got it locked. See, but the problem is Drew slammed him. He's in full guard still with the guillotine locked. Slamming him was the wrong, the wrong thing in my opinion. I think he should have stayed up, try to get out of depth. You can't go down in full guard. Even you get the takedown, but you're still in the guillotine. So it's really a risk.
Nice. Gave the ref a thumbs up. He was all good.
Looks like he's having a good time in there. Carlos is trying to wrap for the guillotine again. He's still in full guard, so good posture by Drew.
Nice kick at the top.
About to get swept if he's not careful. is so long. He's really doing well when he postures up and he's just throwing those punches. Great transition to side control. If Carlos isn't careful, give up the mount. If Carlos turns, he'll snatch that back up real quick too.
Yes, waste that arm, waste that arm. You know it.
Yeah, this is such a tricky. Just as soon as I'm fixing to say so, it changes.
Let's see.
Yeah, O'Brien.
Carlos is really slowing down now. He's not liking these punches.
No, O'Brien has really turned around from that first round, that first strike, I thought, being a debut.
Right.
But this kid is tough.
He's doing good. I really think he's looking to take the back.
And again, if this is a short notice fight, that is amazing for Carlos to be able to step in. It's hard, especially 2 weeks notice. You don't get a lot to game plan necessarily. Sometimes maybe people have problems with weight cuts and stuff, but good on you to be able to take that and come in on short.
That's no
Drew
time.
has the armbar here if he wants it. He's just got a hip in. He's got this arm. He's going to punch.
That is so dangerous right there.
Extension.
Yeah, just enough to hyperextend it if he raises those hips.
I think he needs to hip in a little bit, but he's satisfied right here, you know, throwing these punches.
Yeah,
he's in full control.
he seems like he's right where he wants to be. He's just...
But Carlos is wrapping that wrist. He can potentially bridge through. He's got his arm out.
10 seconds.
Almost made it to
He does have a head and arm here. It's really difficult to get from the bottom, but he does have the position locked here.
Just not enough time. We're going to go to the third and final round. The judges are...
The crowd is
They're-
enjoying this fight.
They're working right now. Of course, it can all be changed in a second.
I always love seeing how the coaches are in the corners with their fighters.
Yeah.
How they approach talking to them, acting with them, their different little techniques that they do.
Yeah, the way they'll touch.
Yeah, they
That's
rubbing
important.
the arms or slapping the legs, getting that blood flow in there. Sometimes they want them drinking. Sometimes they, just want you looking straight at them. They don't want you talking. Some of them are yelling at you.
Yeah, the boot
Some
camp,
of them are talking
drill
very
sergeant.
calm. So it just, it's a good coach that can adapt to each of those different fighters.
That's right. Every fighter has, reacts differently. So
I think it's also important to note that Drew is very young.
he really is.
He's 22. That's really young. This is his debut. He's looking really good.
Yeah, he's very comfortable in there. 22 debut. That last round, I mean, he looked like that's exactly where he wanted to be.
And that may show that he has an amazing team and gym behind him, being able to train with really high-level training partners.
Yeah, trains with Alpha One, the Forge, James Bullock, and Austin Bibby.
Carlos is standing just a little too much right behind him.
Look at that.
Great work by Drew. I wonder if he's going to go back in for the shot here. This is where Carlos wants to be. He likes the clinch, so he throws really great knees on the inside. There's the shot.
And he's sprawling.
He does have the guillotine locked here. It's got the arm in, but it is still a guillotine. There's still danger.
That's what's hard with those doubles. If you aren't a wrestler or very, very comfortable with it, you are putting yourself in that position of getting guillotined every single time.
Right, and Carlos is doing a good job keeping his head in. He's got to keep his chest up so that Drew doesn't pop his head out, which he just did.
It's funny because I know they can hear us too.
That's true. I'm trying to whisper. I don't want to be yelling at him.
Oh no, that's just the thing. As a fan, you might not realize it, but these guys, they do hear they hear their corners, They hear the announcers. They know what's going on. It's not like they're in that zone.
I had someone in the crowd yelling the time the last time.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was like, thank you.
So Carlos has a Kimura locked right here.
1 minute.
He's got to work that wrist out. Drew is doing a good job keeping it under, tucked in. But if he can pop that out, he's really got a chance to attack this submission here. He's working hard. He's got it out. The Kimura's out. Wow. Drew's got to be careful here. See, that's how you know the position was tight. He was able to roll him. Drew had to get rolled, give up the top position.
30 seconds. That's a...
Let's see what Carlos can do from the top here with the last 30 seconds. See if he's going to posture up and try to just punch it out. I think he needs to posture up and just let it go.
Yeah. Love those. Yeah, shoulder strikes are big now. Same side attacks.
If Carlos isn't careful, he's going to give up his position.
And another thing I like that I'm seeing more of now are the calf kicks. Oh, it hurt. Great fight here going to the judges. How do you feel? Who do you think? Taking into account that he only had 2 weeks to...
Right. However, it's MMA. You have to be prepared for it.
It depends, I think, what the judges are scoring. Carlos did hurt him, but then Drew took him down and really rode him out for the first and second round and a lot of the third, but Carlos got the reversal.
Yeah. Both of these fighters, great job. Love this round, especially thinking 2 weeks, though. That is just no training time.
First appearance for Pete, which is...
And, debut for Andrew. I mean, this a great fight.
Yeah.
And good for him, in his hometown crowd here. He's got
this bout going the distance, coming down to the judges by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner,
Yeah, they're loving it.
Drew, that was a great debut fight. It looked like you got hurt in the first round and made the decision to take down, and you really rode it out from there. Obviously, your jiu-jitsu looked really sharp. Is that what your game plan? Is that your strongest, aspect?
Well, I wanted to keep it standing, but whenever it goes to the ground, I won't shy away from it. I know I'm proficient in all aspects of the game.
You didn't look shy standing at all. You got hurt briefly in the first, but in the rest of the fight, the second and the third round, you landed some great shots setting up those takedowns, but you really kind of leveled up on the ground. It looked like you were just a little bit ahead there.
Yeah, yes.
Great debut, good job.
Yes.